was sitting in his rosy rocking chair one hallelujah morning, and he looked down upon the earth, and he observed by a great body of water a little moat about 5'2". And he dug the moat, and he called out to Gabe, and Gabe put down his horn, and he swung with the big book, and he went A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. And it was Jonah sitting on the beach getting his kicks. Ooh-wee! Sure is crazy on this here beach. Ooh, the sun shining down, and everything a melody and fine. Now, when the great Lord needs something done upon the earth, he calls on one of his favorite children to do it. So the Lord put the sound on Jonah. I dig you, Jonah. I dig you, Jonah. I dig you, Jonah. 'Cause Jonah is the Lord's sweet boy. Jonah said, man, where's all that crazy jazz music come from? Sound like 72 jazz bands blowing up a store. Ooh, I got a wiggle and jiggle right in my fingers. Oh, man. It sounds like the Whopper Wheels making that sound. The canary birds can't be doing that. He says, oh, I got the strangest feeling coming over my body. Like I want to spread my wings and good morning, Lord. And the Lord said, good morning, Jonah. Jonah, I got a little favor I'd like to ask you. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that wild? 96 million cats for the Lord to put his finger on. He done selected Jonah. He says, Jonah, I want you to cross the Red Sea and put the message on the Israelites. They're squaring up over there. And Jonah said, you don't mean this here big pool, do you, Lord? Boom. Said, man, look at them waves. Boom. Don't you mean some little old Jonah-sized pool, though? And the Lord said, Jonah, put your great nose into the wind, and the message will come to you. So Jonah did. He put his great nose in the north wind. It was not there. He put his great nose in the east wind. It was not there. He put his great nose in the west wind. It was not there. But when he put his nose in the hallelujah south wind, it was there. And he said, just like Brigham Young, this is it. And he started traveling 22 days and 15 minutes. And all of a sudden he came upon a big, giant grove of giant sequoias. He looked down at the base of these giant trees, and he said, this is it. He saw a strange green vine growing. So he sat down beside it, and he observed of it, and he plucked from it, and he selected of it, and he rolled of it, and he swung of it. Where's that fool pool the Lord wanted me to dig? And there goes Jonah, cut a gigantic V through the breast of the waves. And he's swimming, and he's swimming, and he's swimming. And fatigue hits Jonah. And he lays his great body back in the water. And he's lulling in the waves of Morpheus, goofing on his eyebrows. And sleep came over Jonah. And he slept for 22 days and 17 minutes. And when he awoke, what did he see? I'll tell you what he saw. He saw the whale. And what did he say when he saw the whale? He said, get me from this sea immediately. And the whale said, oh, man. He said, man, every time I stick my nose at this here fool pool, I see something crazy going on. But this is the bending end. Jonah said, what you mean the bending end, Mr. Whale? Look at that. He even talked too. Just cause I talk, Mr. Whale. Ain't you hip to the marine news? Don't you know what's going down in these here waters? And the whale said, now wait a minute. There ain't no wait a minute, Mr. Whale. This here's a big pool. He says, you groove your way, I groove mine. I'm going to swoop the scene and dig you later. Now hold on here a minute, boy. Here's a little old bit of little nothing. Million miles from nowhere, going to hit me, the king of the dip, what the lick is. I got a good mind to gobble you up. And Jonah said, don't you do that, Mr. Whale. Because if you do, I'm going to knock you in your most delicate gear. And the whale said, that's it. And whoop, he swallows up Jonah. He's Jonah slipping and sliding from one side of this giant sea mountain to the other. Fear is tearing at his heart. He knows he can't go out the front end, and he's afraid to go out the back end. All of a sudden, Jonah falls down on his knees. A piteous sound comes over Jonah. Lord! Lord! Can you dig me in this here Lord said, I got you covered, Jonah. I got you covered. Man, that Lord sure got a crazy sense of humor. That's why I dig the cat so much. He's telling me he's got me covered. He's got me surrounded. The Lord said, Jonah, take from your watertight pocket one of the cigarettes you got from the great tree, and courage will return to you. So there's Jonah inside this giant seaman, smoking a strange cigarette, checking out what's going on, watching the engines pound and the pistons boom, and the wheels are expanding, expanding. All of a sudden the whale goes, Jonah. What is it, fish? What is it, fish? See, I'm Mr. Fish. You got yourself a new captain on this here mess now. I ain't on the outside no more. I'm on the inside. Jonah, what in the world are you smoking in there? He says, I thought I was off the Fibbly Islands, now I'm at the Brigade Fest on Randall's Island. What's going on over here? What you care what I'm smoking here, Mr. Fish? Like I explained, I'm the captain of this here mess. Now, Jonah, why don't you cool yourself down? Sit yourself down right there. After all, you're getting the ride for nothing. I ain't sitting right down nowhere I don't want to be. He says, matter of fact, I like this little engine move. What's this wheel over here? Now, Jonah, don't go messing with the equipment there, boy. That's my downing wheel, Jonah. Don't go messing with the equipment. I mess with anything I want. What's this lever here? Jonah, don't pull that lever. That's supposed to be the head lever. Jonah, watch out for the rock on the right. The rock on the right. He said, cool. The whale said, ain't cool at all. We're in the shallow water. And Jonah says, that's all I wanted to hear. And fa-bam, he hits the whale's big sneezometer and blows himself out in the cool, gooey sands of serenity. Which only goes to prove, as Confucius I said many years ago, Lungao Chayao, Tayong Mundao Chao Tung, Chang Dayalo, Ayong Mutam Dayala, Tuta Chao, Ting Tao, Tutik Long Tao, Dala Ingao, Chang Do. Which briefly translated means, if you get to it and you cannot do it there, you jolly well are, aren't you?